We just want to talk now. Hello my dears and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I put out beauty related videos once or twice a week. Today's video is going to be a review and demo on my very last BoxyCharm. Yes, that's right, I canceled my BoxyCharm subscription because I have found myself extremely overwhelmed with all of the consumption and the purchasing that I have done on the side besides my BoxyCharm. And I decluttered not so long ago and it was nothing but BoxyCharm items. So I told myself that this month would be the last one that I do, and then, you know, just do a no buy like thing for a while, because there's lots of stuff that I've got that's expired and has not been used, or, you know, not even halfway done, so on. You understand. So I say let's just jump right in and I'll give you my honest opinion and my little demos on all of the items that I received in my box this month. First thing I want to talk about, because I like to work in order from application, is this Temp 2 Liquid Glow. I'm not big on liquid highlighter, so I didn't use it that way. I did mix it in with my foundation today, which is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I mixed them together, and to be honest, I don't really see that glow that I was like looking for. I mean, this is some pretty powerful stuff, and I put a good amount of it, I thought, and you know, nothing. Like, I feel like the foundation looks exactly the same. It feels exactly the same. It, you know, looks nice, I'm not gonna lie, but as far as a glow, I only see the highlight. Like, my highlight, normal highlight that I use every day is all I see. So I'll just continue to mix it in with my foundation just for the sake of using it, because I can't see, you know, any of my family members or friends applying this to their everyday routine. Maybe in the summertime it'll look nice as just on its own, like if you're going out to the beach or something like that, it might look nice to have fresh glowy skin or whatnot, but for now, you know, it's just gonna sit over there. The next thing I want to talk about is this sort of crown brush or whatever. It's one of those like oval shaped brushes that are super like popular, and when I received this I thought, it looks just like the ones that I purchased from Wish, even down to the handles. If you set them up like this, you probably cannot tell which one is the crown brush. Right. Yes. I don't understand how this brush cost $25 when I purchased 5 of these for like $6. And you know, they all feel exactly the same. I even did one half of my face using this brush and one half using my Wish brush, and application wise there is not one bit of a difference. I will say I still like the brushes, you know, I think that they work well. I do prefer like a normal like flat kabuki brush to apply my foundation versus one of these. It didn't look any different than what I like normally do, so you know, it's just kind of a bummer that I have another one of these. It's gonna be something that I pass to a family member for them to try out. Maybe they'll like it or enjoy it, and for me it's sort of a loss. So again, you know, not that big of a deal and just more clutter in my life. The next thing I want to talk about is the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks, and it is a brow powder. And I used to be a brow powder kind of gal, and I would fill in my brows, you know, using a powder just about every single day until I like, you know, switched over to more of a pencil or whatever product. I noticed that the pencil just works a little bit better for my brows because they've got sort of like a waxy consistency that helps you comb through your hairs, and you know, this doesn't do that. I used obviously the darkest color, and I mixed a little bit of this color for more like the inside part of my brow. I normally don't like them looking this dark. I like to use colors that are just a tad bit lighter than my natural hair, just to add dimension or highlights or whatever in my brows, to make them look a little bit less drawn in and a lot more natural. So for me, this, you know, was not so bad. It worked really great, and I think that application was wonderful, but to be honest, it's not something that I might use every single day. And then the brush that it came with, you know, is kind of a bummer too. Like I see that this is a $15 brush, and my, you know, I think the Makeup Geek ones are $8, like almost half the price. And this brush just works so much better for me in my opinion. And plus the spoolie is bigger on this one, and I prefer a bigger spoolie than a smaller one. So the brush is kind of like, again, another one of those things that's just adding more clutter to my life, because why would I need 4 of these? Yes, I have 4 of these brushes. And the last product I want to talk about is this highlight and contour palette by IBY. I received the powder form versus the cream one. I actually kind of wanted the cream one just to sort of, you know, test something out. I've used a couple of cream contour products before, but again, wanted to see the quality of that. But I received the powder one. I'm not super, you know, upset about this. It's not something that I absolutely needed. I do have the NYX contour and highlight palette that I like very much. I only used 2 out of, I believe there's 8 colors in that palette, so I only used 2 out of 8. Again, I'm only going to be utilizing this color here, and I did use a little bit of this one and this one to contour today, and I mean, you can't really tell. Like, it's very like softer light, you know, contour shades. I believe this is marketed for more of a light skin versus medium or deep, because I can't see anyone with a deep like skin tone using this, and that's kind of a bummer again on BoxyCharm's like side, because, you know, don't see myself using these that often. I may keep just like the brow powder for backups just in case, and I am gonna keep the highlight and contour just for that yellow setting powder. That's a really nice to set underneath my eyes. Other than that, everything else, which was more than half the box, is going to be decluttered or given away to my family or friends. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with all of the stuff that I've got. I don't have as big collections as some of you out there, but what I have is already making me feel like I've got too much. So I'm gonna no longer purchase for some time. I hope that, you know, with what I've got, creativity comes and I find a different way to express myself through the makeup. Yeah, hopefully you guys, you know, continue to watch my videos, even though I don't plan to review anything else. You know, this is officially my last review. I did do a little bit of a ColourPop haul. I purchased 3 eyeshadows, and you know, hopefully I can share those with you without having to do so much of a review. You all know ColourPop has awesome products, and yeah, so if you guys like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys sometime later this week. Mwah! Bye bye.